spokespeople's questions. The first spokesperson this afternoon is the UKIP spokesperson, Gareth Bennett.
Thank you, Deputy Llywyd. Minister, we've had the issue of homelessness in the news a lot lately. This tends to become a big topic as we approach Christmas every year. But more significantly, we've also had the latest annual empty homes figures, which show a rise in Wales from an estimated 23,000 empty homes a year ago to 25,000 homes now. So, despite the Welsh Government's Houses into Homes initiative, the empty homes situation does seem to be getting worse. What do you think your government can do to improve this situation?
I thank you for the question, and the issue of empty homes is an issue of concern for the Welsh Government. There have been, as you say, some good projects delivered under our empty homes project in particular, but it is an opportunity really to look right across our issue, our opportunities for regeneration, to see how we can turn, for example, empty shops in our high streets into homes, and that's something that we're pursuing through our town centre loan scheme, for example, and something that's been part of our Vibrant and Viable Places project, but could in the future form part of our targeted regeneration investment programme, and that's a new programme launched in October of last year, which is £100 million of investment in regeneration. So I'm keen that whenever we are thinking about regeneration, we're also thinking in the context of home building and particularly turning empty properties back into homes.
Yes, thanks for the answer. I think a holistic approach, as you've advocated, would be good, but I think you need to keep on top of the empty homes situation as a specific issue. Now, in terms of increasing housing supply in other ways, I know that you and Mark Drakeford, the Finance Minister, have been having discussions over a possible vacant land tax. Could you give us any update on the Government's progress on this issue, and how do you think this might help the housing situation if you do agree to proceed with that tax?
Well, this is certainly one of those 4 areas of a potential future Welsh tax that Welsh Government has been considering and has been subject to a poll undertaken by the Welsh Treasury to understand the views that people might have on this as one of the potential 4. Obviously, you wouldn't expect me to make any announcement on the way forward today because it is still a matter for discussion, and I'm sure that the Cabinet Secretary for Finance will be able to provide an update to members as soon as he's able to do so.
Yes, thanks. I appreciate that it's still a work in progress, and of course it cuts across the Finance Minister's portfolio, so I look forward to an update in due course. So perhaps, instead of me pursuing that issue, I could go back to the empty homes problem. Councils in Wales also have the power to take control of empty homes through empty dwelling management orders. Now, the figures show that these orders are hardly being used in Wales at the moment. Is there a case, do you think, that councils should now be guided into using these powers more often?
The way in which the councils generally approach the issue of empty homes tends to be, in the first instance, to try and work with the owner of the property in order to bring that home back into use. But then, if that fails, then the empty dwelling management orders are there for local authorities to avail themselves of, and I would encourage them to do so if they feel that it is appropriate to do. There are areas of good practice where local authorities are working with the owners of properties. For example, in Swansea, the local authority will work with owners in order to bring a property back into use by providing them with a loan in order to refurbish the property to the necessary standard, but then also guarantee then that they will have a tenant, a secure tenant for 2 years or more as a result of that. So I think there are opportunities for local authorities to learn from one another, to explore the good practice which is being undertaken. I'm also keen local authorities consider as well whether or not to increase the taxes on the council tax on second homes. That's an option that local authorities can and do take, and I think it is a sensible way in order to try and prevent second homes taking over some villages, as we do have a situation in Wales, and that people who do own those homes do contribute to the local area.
Thank you.